things I want to say about you, brother. So financially free, wealth, then liquid. Those are the three stages for you to make sure that you'll basically your grandkids' kids can live off of what you did. Is that what you said?
Correct.
That's phenomenal. So at this point of your career, what's the most you made in a month, or do you feel like you've reached a level where you're financially free so far? Are you in the wealth creation phase, or where do you feel you are at this point of your life?
Well, I'm a success junkie, so you know, everybody won't see the world like I see it.
Yeah,
I'm never satisfied, and not
yeah,
in the sense that, it's more so I don't settle. I am satisfied in the terms of I've made it to this level. I'm happy I've made it here. I'm grateful for making it here. A lot of people have never been here, but then I want to get to the next one and the next
yeah,
one. Like, I'm always
yeah.
battling myself, but I am happy in my skin. I
That's
am
solid.
happy with my life. I'm happy with the people around me. I'm happy that I'm in this space. I'm happy to even be here on this call, right?
So hold on. So let's pause right there, because that's an art, and I don't think a lot of people understand that.
Yeah.
So you said you understand that you reach levels of success, you're happy for it, but you're never settling for it. How did you come up with that philosophy? Like, how were you able to build that mindset? Because usually the common practice is, I'm here and I'm not grateful for it because I need to get to that next point, or at least that's what's promoted. I'm not saying that everybody feels that way, but the general perception is you're miserable because you ain't where you want to be, right?
Yes.
Hell, I've been guilty of that kind of mindset before. So how did
Yeah.
you acquire the mindset of being happily unsettable?
Well, it's a combination of things, man. It's just, one, always being able to reflect on where we've come from, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a big part of it for me. Besides just the inner cities, my family's from West Africa, the slums of life, bro. Where
Yeah,
in
yeah.
some places there's no running water, there's no electricity. So I mean, like, anything above that is like glorified. It's like, oh, we've made it. We have running
Yeah,
water, we have electricity, we have a car. So for
yeah.
me, in my soul, I'm already grateful for the smallest things in life, right? But I am also, the reason why I have to keep going is because I put the burden of a lot of people's lives on my shoulders. And this is kind of what keeps me in the gym, because I
Yeah,
know if I stop, I'm not just stopping my life, I'm stopping a lot of other people's lives. My mother,
I
my
agree.
kids, it's
I
like
agree.
they're depending on me. And I
Yep.
chose that role, so I can't stop. So
Ooh.
between all of those things, it's like, man, you always have to take a moment to breathe and say, hey, yeah, you're striving for more, but just take a look back. Just take a second and
Yeah,
look back at where you've came from, what you've accomplished in the amount of time that you've done it. Look around you. You're
yeah.
looking up at the next guy like, oh, he has this, he has that, and comparing yourself to them. But how about all the other people that are looking up to you, comparing and trying to be where you are, and you've you've outran them, you've passed them, you've mastered all these different things, and you're actually doing great things, brother. You know what I mean? You have to really sit back and just give yourself a round of applause, right? If no one else does, you have to be able to be comfortable with yourself and be happy in your own skin. You know what I mean? And it's a combination of a lot of things. It's not an easy thing. We always want more, like you said, but when you stop and really just breathe, just breathe it all in, soak it all in, and just say, damn, I really did that. That's me. I did that. You know
Yeah, yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
You become way more grateful for your accomplishments, man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, with what you said, I just want to repeat this so that other people can hear it. to make sure they take this home. I want to summarize what you just told me. So number one is gratitude
Yes.
for every little thing, because it could be worse, and you've seen worse, so you know it could be worse,
Truth.
right? The other thing is you said that this is really powerful. Almost gave me chills. I had to look down and see if I'm shaking, if my hair's standing up. You said I chose the life to put others on my back. I don't
Yes.
know if anybody heard that specific word choice. He chose. It wasn't pushed on him. It
Yes.
wasn't forced on him. He chose. When you are able to use the words "I chose," you empower yourself.
Yes.
You empower yourself, because this is a life that you chose, and now because you chose it, you're willing to take. Man, that got me excited. You will even talk about me. I'm just excited for you, because you said I chose to take on this life, and it's so true. When you think about what you want to do for others, it's impossible to stop with where you're at, right? And see, at this point, so you had a business from credit, and you made six figures in a year before from credit, yes?
Yes.
And have you made six figures in a month before from credit? Well, from your
Yes.
businesses.
Yes.
So he's a modest guy. He ain't gonna say it. So I just had to ask him bluntly, you know? But why am I saying that? Because for somebody else who's looking at this, they can learn, oh, I can make money having a credit business.
Absolutely.
I can make money like some of these NFL players or entertainers, right? Because not all of them get the $50 million contract.
I'm gonna say, Sonny, I know ball players that they barely tapping 100K a year.
Facts.
You know, it's tough.
Facts. So with that in mind, y'all, here's another thing we should dive into. So basically, you already talked about, so you love consulting, you have multiple streams of income, but did you start out that way? Did you start out with, did you say, you know what, I'm gonna have multiple streams of income, and you try to dive into everything all at once?
Absolutely not. And I don't recommend anybody look at it like that.
Thank you.
My multiple streams of income actually are all, integrated in the same industry, right? When I talk credit, I'm talking credit repair. I'm talking about funding. I'm talking about fixing credit. I'm talking about consulting you about fixing your credit. I'm talking about teaching you how to do a credit repair company. I'm talking about teaching you how to do a funding company. So that's about 7 streams of income in the same realm of what I'm doing. I'm not stepping outside of it.
Come on.
Right? I'm not going anywhere. It's all in the day's work. So you learn the skill, you master the skill, then you teach the skill. You learn, you master, then you teach. That's how you can get several streams of income within the same industry. Because once you learn it and you master it, you can do it for yourself, you can do it for others, you can teach others how to do it for others. And, education is a stream of income that people are sleeping on, right? Everybody wants to learn. That's why schools make the most money in the country. People need direction. Is that the elephant in the room? People are acting like we know it all. People want direction. So are you going to be the person that goes to the school or teaches the school? You got to pick a side. That's it. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's it. And you're going to figure it out along the way. Some days you will be the student. Other days you will be the teacher. But if you're always the student, then you're leaving out a bag from being the teacher. People want to know what it is that you know. You're so great at what you do. Why can't you teach others? That's coming back to the selfish mindset. Oh, I don't want people to know this. Our communities always talk about that. The game sold, not told. Oh, I ain't putting nobody on. I ain't telling you this. I'm not, it's like, no, you actually have way more leverage when you teach others and put others on to what you know.
Just from that explanation alone, y'all hear Prada's heart. You see what type of man he is. But you said something that blew my mind right now, and you're right. I didn't even think of it like that. You said schools make the most money in this country. I don't know why, but I still wasn't thinking of schools as a business, but you're right.
Yes, brother.
You're right. Education is a business. Wow. Didn't even think of it like that. And the funny thing is, I understand when you talk about learn, master, teach. Never thought of education as a business. And I know this sounds crazy, y'all, because I make money by teaching people stuff, but I still didn't think of education as a business. Like,
yes, brother.
That's crazy. Higher learning education, to be specific, just so y'all don't make fun of me. All right.
Right.
Now,